College fairs are often overwhelming experiences, particularly for the uninitiated. Those students and or parents who go to their first college fair sometime during the student's 11th grade year can just be incredibly, it's like a sensory overload experience. There are many colleges, college booths, many students, many parents elbowing to get towards tables, and the whole thing can feel like a cattle call. So you can imagine what it would feel like from the other side, from the college admissions officer side, where all these people are surrounding you and your little booth. They too don't often love going to college fairs. College fairs are an imperfect way to meet prospects. However, because there are so many students who can show up at once, colleges still sign up for these fairs and want to attend because they want to promote their colleges to the widest array of students and families possible. So think about it from their perspective for a moment, because if you want to really impress a college admissions officer who's taking the time out of his or her busy schedule to attend a busy college fair, it's not actually that hard to do. Most students and parents who go to college fairs come really unprepared and also leave a very indifferent or bad impression in the minds of most college admissions officers, because they do come unprepared. So having once been a college admissions officer, it was very typical for me to have parents come up to my booth knowing, I could just tell from their body language, they had no interest really in the school, but they just had a free moment and they decided, oh, your booth is next in line. And they would just waste my time with questions about, oh, where's your school? How many undergraduates? And very basic elementary questions were being asked. As an admissions officer, I immediately knew that this is not a serious prospect. They're just killing time with me. Same thing with students. There were plenty of students who would come up to me and leave a very poor taste in my mouth, either because of their appearance, either because of their way of presenting themselves, how they were sort of immaturely hanging on to other students and seemed like they were more at a social event than they were at an event that would determine their educational future. And then often when they opened their mouths directly, they would talk about, oh, where's the closest mall to your college? Or tell me a little bit about, weekend life, or, questions that were clearly aimed at just sort of less important aspects of the college experience. So again, immediately I'm thinking, as a college admissions officer, this is not a serious prospect, not a serious applicant, probably not even someone I want to fill out a prospect card for me, because it's just going to be fat to the list of cards I'm going to collect. And I want only prospects who are serious muscle, someone who's going to be probably likely to apply and likely to want to actually attend. And that's the type of person that an admissions officer wants to busy himself or herself with. So what do you have to do at a college fair to make the most of it? Just attend and seem like you're actually focused on the event. Don't get put off by or distracted by all the action around you. When you approach a table at a college fair, shake hands with the admissions officer, make eye contact with the admissions officer, and then for goodness sake, don't ask questions like, how many kids go to your school? Or what's the food like? Don't let that be the first question. Ask questions that are more targeted, like, what do you like most about your school? Why do you think it's a better school than others that have similar majors? Did you attend? And if so, what did you like most about it? If you didn't attend, would you like to attend if you could turn back time? These are questions that are seeking subjective answers, and they also show a real inquisitiveness that very elementary questions like, tell me about the dorms, that doesn't really impress nearly as much as what do students like most about their academic experience at your college. So think a little bit more high level. To impress college admissions officers at a college fair. You don't have to do much. Obviously, fill out the prospect card or bring labels to put on the prospect card while you're at the fair so that you can stay in contact with this college admissions officer, and this college can stay in touch with you. If they feel like you're a good prospect, they definitely will stay in touch with you. And then just once you're done the quick conversation, shake that person's hand again, thank him or her for his or her time, and walk away standing up straight. Don't slouch, and seem like you have your act together, because if you do, you will impress admissions officers so much, because let's face it, 85 to 95% of the people who attend a college fair don't have their act together. So just by coming and having your act together, you're a huge winner. You don't have to do anything amazing to really impress college admissions officers at a big college fair.